What is up, guys? My name is Sandaime Hokage here. Welcome back to a new story called What If Naruto Made a Bet with her Sandaime Hokage. In this story, Hiruzen Sarutobi, known as the Professor or the God of Shinobi, will make a bet with a young Naruto. And this bet will be something more stronger to make Naruto a prodigy itself in making, and somewhat get the seat of the Hokage. Me personally, within stories that I keep making, like What If Naruto Gets Hokage, I absolutely love it. I love those type of stories because it's amazing to me and it makes me happy to listen to those type of stories, you know? With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe, and Yamashi no Paku goes away. Hope you enjoy the video. Uzumaki Naruto, a 4-year-old boy that was born on October 10th, the day of the Biju attack the village, the day of his mother and father passing, the day he becomes the jailer of the 9 Biju. But something else changed within Naruto, something stronger, something like his father, but someone other gave him the potential of becoming the Dragon Summoner. But at this time, Naruto would not unlock the power. For some reason, he cannot even continue to unlock it. But the Dragon Summoner, known as Naruto Uzumaki, has the potential of becoming the Dragon Leader. With the chakra he has now, he even can rival a dragon, because their dragons has the chakra of a cage or up above. With this being said, now we continue. The 4-year-old boy, Naruto Uzumaki, was walking through the village, get kicked out of the orphanage because of his 4th birthday. He was alone, scared, and afraid in the midnight. Scared that he will be attacked by villagers or even ninjas. Afraid because he's alone with no family. And hungry because he haven't been fed within a year or somewhat in between. They didn't feed him in the orphanage because they knew who he was, what he holds deep inside of him. Well, Naruto was walking around again and again, and the midnight turned darker. Someone on top of the roof seen the young boy. A team called Team Ro. Inyu, go find the Hokage. Me and the other team, come on. They jumped down, seeing Naruto. In front of Naruto, Naruto bumped into a large but buff man with a mask, was blank as ice. Well, Naruto looked up and tried to apologize, but the man grabbed him, hold him tightly, but something else happened. Red things was flying everywhere. Red liquid was going everywhere, on the kid and on the ground. Someone behind the man was holding a katana full of red liquid, what looks like blood. Naruto was just standing there, afraid, frightened. Seeing blood, second, seeing a body flop to the ground. Naruto looked up at the man who appeared behind him. He grabbed him tightly, but with a loving heart, the man held him tight. Shh, don't cry, said the man soothingly. I'm here to protect you. Let's go. Naruto can feel the smoothness in the hostility in his tone. Knowing that he was not going to harm him, Naruto fell asleep. In the Hokage's office, Hiruzen Sarutobi, the Sandaime Hokage, was warned about one of his shinobis. Inyu, what do you have for me? We found Uzumaki Naruto in the alleys, or outside of the orphanage, if you will say Hokage-sama. I'm guessing the orphanage kicked him out. The Hokage had enough of these villagers and idiots thinking Naruto was the kunai, but he was just the scroll. So the Hokage made it final. Finally, he changed his ways. As the old, wrinkly, and even weak old man stand up strong. He was a Sandaime Hokage. He was the god of shinobi, holding the second title of the god of shinobi from the first Hokage. He was even stronger than the fourth, but the fourth was more stronger than any Hokage. Faster in speed, faster in ninjutsu, fuinjutsu as well. The Hokages hold many traits, many skills, and many abilities. But Hiruzen had enough. Enough was enough. Enyu, summon the council. Now, said Hiruzen, and Enyu was even afraid as well, seeing the eyes. Those eyes was dangerous, scary, afraid of dying. Those eyes was ruthless. Enyu nodded and vanished. A few minutes later, the Team Row appeared. Hokage-sama, we have Naruto. What happened to him? A rogue, or known as Root, the blank mask Anbu shinobi, tried to capture him. The Hokage was now furious once again. He smiled at the little boy. Please keep him safe here. I will be back. The Hokage walked out of his room, and every Anbu stand up straight, protecting the boy. The Anbus that was protecting Hokage stayed by the side of Naruto Uzumaki. Every Anbu that was controlled by the Hokage, knowing that Naruto wasn't the nine-tailed beast. So, they succeeded to protect Naruto. Naruto was still asleep, smoothing and snoring, smiling as well, comfortable in the hands of another shinobi. In the council room, we see the third Hokage, the Sandaime, walk in. With anger on his face, his eyes was ruthless, and he was having multiple killer intent surrounding his body. His chakra was flaring through his body, muscles and all. The Hokage sat down, and everyone said, "Hi, Hokage-sama," and sat down as well. "Hiruzen, why have you summoned this meeting?" said one of the elderly councilmen, known as Shamira. "Shut your mouth, elders," said Hiruzen, in a tone bringing authority and command. Shamira shut his mouth, known as Shamira Danzo. He did what he said and closed it. "Now this is enough," said Hiruzen. "I had enough of you villagers, elder council, hurting my grandson. Every single day he's been abused. When he was 3, he almost died. When he was 4, he got kicked out of the orphanage. Now, he's seeing death on his hands," said Hiruzen, glaring at the village council. "You fools think this is enough. You harmed the boy too many times. You snuck over my skin too many times. You disobeyed my orders too many times. This is enough. I am the Sandaime Hokage, and you are just villagers on my council. You do not get the authority to order my ninjas. You do not get the authority to harm my grandson. You people are evil incarnate. That boy is not demon. That boy is no longer a 9 Biju. He's not the 9-tailed fox. Hiruzen huffed. Now, I'm gonna explain something before I kill you all. First, this is a kunai, and this is a sealing scroll. When I seal the kunai into the scroll, what would it become? Is the scroll the kunai, or the kunai is the scroll? Tell me, what happens? Fugaku Uchiha spoke up. Hokage-sama, if I may. Go for it. The kunai will be sealed in the scroll, and the scroll is just the scroll. Just have the kunai sealed inside of it. It's not a weapon until the kunai is back in your hands. You hear that? Elders, villagers, you hear that? The kunai is not the scroll. Once sealed, the kunai is not dangerous. The scroll is not dangerous. It's just the kunai sealed into the scroll. Once the kunai is out and sharp and ready for death, the kunai will become a weapon of destruction, a weapon to death incarnate. Hiruzen was letting out too much killer intent. Even the elders were scared. Now, you evil people had too much on your hands. Hiruzen chuckled. I will not kill you, but you people has one more time. One more. If my grandson has any blood or even injuries on his hands by any villager in this world, I will show you why they call me the god of shinobi, said Hiruzen. His chakra was flaring. Killer intent was around the building. People was outside feeling his massive killer intent. It was like the Nine-Tails was coming out. They was afraid. I'm telling you, Hiruzen was shaking. The table was cracking. I will end you all, said Hiruzen. Hiruzen now stand up. If this is understood, I am your Hokage. I am your superior. No longer you go into the daimyo. He is my friend. And you are nothing but elderly councils. And this goes for the elders and the village ninja heads of the clans. If one of your shinobis, one of your clan shinobis attack Uzumaki Naruto, you would die. Now be gone out of my sight. Leave, said Hiruzen, sitting down, waiting till everyone leaves. But one person was there, standing at attention. Danzo Shimura. Hiruzen, what findable mind do you have of the boy? Hiruzen narrowed his eyes. Danzo, if I see another root agent coming out of nowhere to take the boy, that's your head. Am I clear? And I'm not a Hiruzen Sarutobi. I'm your Hokage, and you will speak to me as such, said Hiruzen. Hi, Hokage-sama. Understood. Now leave my sight. I do not want to be bothered with your stupidity, Danzo. In Danzo's mind, he was fuming. Who did Hiruzen got to tell him what to do? Why is Hiruzen telling him, Danzo Shimura, the root leader, the Anbu commander, what to do? Danzo chuckled. He will get his revenge. But not now, because Hiruzen is angry. Danzo walked out with an angry look on his face. Then the Hokage went back to his office and sat down. Seeing the Anbu shinobi still there, he smiled. Thank you, said the Hokage. They nodded and brung Naruto to the Hokage. Naruto was still sleeping because something was happening on the inside of his mind. The Hokage looked at the small boy. Blonde hair, blue eyes, dark whisker marked on each cheek. The calm copy of Minato no Mikaze and Kushin Uzumaki. He brushed Naruto's hair, looking at the boy, smiling, giving a big grin off his face. He was happy. Soon you wake up, I will make a bet with you, Naruto-kun. I know your dreams, your likes, your goals, and matter. A bet will be made, and I promise you will not be harmed again, said Hiruzen. In Naruto's mindscape, something else was happening. Something was changing Naruto's genetics. Something was giving him the power of a Sharingan. Weird. In Naruto's mind, someone, or the Biju, known as the Kyuubi no Yoko, was giving someone a gift, a present of Naruto's birth. Nine-tailed Biju, Kurama. He looked down upon the kid that was looking at him. You are a nice child. You did not deserve the way these villagers treat you. And I deserve it all. I am evil incarnate. I am the king of demons. I am the 9, the strongest Biju that can even rival anyone and everyone. Your father was strong. Your mother was strong, keeping me at bay. Yes, I'm not nice in any way, shape, or form. I'm evil incarnate. I am the Kyuubi no Yoko. But at this point, I need to change my ways to a youngster like your kitsune. But I'm sorry, said the Kyuubi, bowing his paw. Naruto was shocked. Didn't know he had the Kyuubi no Yoko sealed inside of him. Naruto was smart, but semi-way of sealing. Naruto looked at the Kyuubi and smiled. Me as well, Kyuubi-sama, said Naruto, respecting the Kyuubi's name and his authority. Naruto as well looked at the Naruto as well bowed to the Kyuubi no Yoko, but something else appeared. The Kyuubi chuckled and looked to his left. A large creature with 2 wings and looks like a dragon appeared out of nowhere. Welcome, my young successor. My name is Kaiju. Kaiju, the dragon leader. You have the blood of the dragons, the summoner of the dragon clan. One day, my child, you will be summoned. You will be trained by myself and the Elder Council of the Dragons. You will be learning everything about the dragons and their strengths and weaknesses. You're strong and powerful, my young child. And I will protect you. I promise you that. We will speak again. I don't know when and where. But please train. Train your hardest. Train like you never trained before. Pick up your skills. Pick up a sword and fight. Fight like you're gonna die. Fight, you're facing demons. Fight, you're facing toads. Fight, you're facing the Kyuubi-on. You will fight. You're like the knight in the shining armor. You're like the sun. Those smile, that eyes, those hair. You're like him, your father. My son. You're like my son, said the dragon with tears coming out of his eyes. What are you talking about? Said Naruto. He was confused. I will explain, my young child. Years ago, I was in my human form. I had blonde hair, blue eyes, and known as Kinjo Namikaze. And I had a wife who's a human, and she was known as Kinsuchi Uchiha. She had black hair, blue eyes, and she had a great big smile on her face. Loved it. She was vicious, but loved her smile nonetheless. Then we had my son, Minato Namikaze, a half-breed of the dragons and of a human. That's why your father, Minato Namikaze, the Sandaime Hokage, had the power and the chakra of creating these powerful ninjutsus and even fuinjutsu. He couldn't go with me into the Dragon Clan because he has to become a full-blooded dragon. Not really, but you can become a half-breed and become a dragon. But you have to train with us. Your father couldn't train with me because he was on his own path. He wanted to train for himself. He wanted to find his own goals. And I loved him for that. That was my son. And you're my grandson. Like now, I'm your grandfather. And we dragons live forever. Well, not forever in a way. But we live to our thousands of years of old age. Millions, even billions of years. Until we die by getting struck by a blade. Which meaning in battle. We either die in battle or die in war. That's our motto. We will not stay lazy and not fight. We dragons fight with fear and viciousness. And now, my grandson, I will meet you again. Kyuubi, give him your present. I think he will like the dojutsu. The Kyuubi chuckled. As you wish, dragon-san. Do not call me that. We've been old friends for years. As the Kyuubi chuckled. You're right, we have. We've been enemies, friends, even rivals. Back in the day, we used to grab each other's tail and see who can bite it off first. The Kyuubi chuckled. Well then, have a great one, my old friend, said the Kyuubi. Ryu, known as the Paku Nagara, let me stop, vanished in a poof of smoke. But Kurama, the Kyuubi, looked down upon Naruto. Look at me, said the Kyuubi, and Naruto stared at the Kyuubi. Your gift has already been given. I changed your genetic makeover. You have the blood of the Uchihas, meaning you can give or even have the Sharingan, but it will be different. If you have a child, a son or daughter, they will have the same blood as the Uchihas with a different dojutsu. It will be the same Sharingan, but powerful, and the blood of the dragons. So your child and your other child, your child will have all the abilities of the fox. Since you were born, your chakra will grow because of me inside of your mother. The main reason why you got those 3 whisker marks is because you was born before I was when I was sealed inside of your mother. It gave you one of my genetic traits, which is my whisker marks and power of chakra. So enjoy, my young child. You will be missed. Now be gone. have to sleep in slumber. That took a lot of chakra out of me, giving you that power. Now out of my sight, human. Naruto chuckled and did what he was told and vanished. At the time, Naruto opened his eyes, seeing the Hokage flutter with his hair, and he smiled. "Hokage Gigi," said Naruto, smiling, hugging the Hokage. The Hokage chuckled and smiled as well. "Now, how was your sleep?" Naruto smiled and told Hiruzen all about what happened in his sleep. The Hokage chuckled, but knowing that he knew about the Kyuubi, the Hokage made a bet with Naruto. "Naruto-kun, I want to make you not really a bet, but a goal in mind. How about you get so strong that you can take my seat of being the 5th, even a 6th or 7th Hokage in the future? Naruto-kun, I want you so strong that anyone in this village will know that you can protect them. To know that you can rival anyone in the world. I want you so strong than that. I have some ninjas that will teach you these ways of a shinobi. Teach you ways of gaining and power. But now, since you know about your father and mother, and the dojutsu that you will be given by the Kyuubi no Yoko, as well as the Dragon Clan leader, you will have to be placed in the CRA. Is that fine with you?" Naruto nodded. The Hokage smiled. "As you wish. In 2 months you will be trained. But let's go out for Ichiraku ramen. Have you heard of it?" Naruto nodded no. He have not. With that being said, this is part 1 of what if Naruto made a bet with the Sandaime Hokage. Enjoy the video, like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you're new. And I apologize on some pausing things. I was talking to IRL family, so enjoy that. Love you guys. Goodbye.